What's going on, Perform24 family? I hope you guys are crushing it. If we have not met yet, my name is Levi, and I run a gym called Perform24 in Tampa, Florida. This video is going to be 5 mace movements that I believe can fit into any program, okay? I've been using the mace now for about a year and a half, and I'm very, very impressed and surprised, honestly, with the versatility. So a steel mace is kind of like an unconventional, weird tool, but I'm using it in like conventional sports performance training that I haven't seen yet. So that's kind of what this video is all about, all right? Okay, so these 5 movements are going to help clean up your movement patterns, and they're just going to be hard just in and of themselves, okay? So if you like dumbbells and kettlebells and barbells, and you haven't really done a mace movement before, I think that this will kind of open your eyes on how it can be useful, all right? So let's jump right into this. Movement number 1 is the Mace Squat. This movement specifically is what literally was the light bulb moment for me that was like, oh wow, okay, the mace isn't just some weird tool. It actually has very useful and practical and relevant application. So the Mace Squat is one of my favorite ways to onboard the squat now with brand new individuals. And it's a way to identify weaknesses with tenured or experienced individuals, all right? The Mace Squat is surprisingly challenging. Okay, the second exercise is a mace good morning. This is not a strength exercise, okay? We do have some heavier maces at the gym, but even using a heavy mace, this does not become a strength movement. This is all a positional movement. Just the shape and the weight distribution of the mace provides great external feedback that will directly translate to a cleaner deadlift or a cleaner hinge or a cleaner RDL. So we are using this again kind of as an onboard to teach or to refine or clean up that hinge pattern. But if you're doing hinges, I guarantee that the first time you do this Mace Good Morning, you're going to learn something. Third exercise is the Offset Mace RDL. This is just going to add a completely new element to any RDL that you've ever done up to this point. I'm sure you're doing RDLs, whether it's with a barbell or a single leg with a kettlebell or something like that, but as soon as you get that weight outside your typical center of mass, it completely changes the game. So on the Offset Mace RDL, you have to squeeze your glutes. You have to squeeze both glutes equally, which I really like, and it's going to force you to keep, obviously, your torso and your core nice and solid. So the Offset RDL is an excellent movement. The fourth exercise is the front pendulum. This is where we start to swing the mace and get a little dynamic. I like to use this movement as kind of the intro to swinging the mace. So just like you can swing a kettlebell in a different way than you can swing a dumbbell, you can swing a mace in a different way than you can swing a kettlebell. But there is practical application for all of these different tools. So even though the front pendulum is an introduction movement, there's still a lot going on, okay? So there's still a lot of force being produced at the end of that swing, and you still have to like kind of start to feel the athleticism that's required to swing that thing. And then our last exercise, number 5, is the Mace 360. So this is where we start to get the mace swinging behind our body, which is very strange. That was the first time I've ever done anything like that. So getting that thing behind our center of mass is kind of funky, and then learning how to create that rotational power and control and stability and all the coordination that is required from the 360. I think it is an essential mace movement. Again, that's a movement unique. That's an exercise unique to the mace. You can't really do that with a kettlebell or a dumbbell or a barbell, but the Mace 360 is a great movement. So hopefully you guys learned something here. If you see a mace laying around your gym, or if you are mace curious like I was, these are 5 exercises that will get you started. So like I said, it's a very unconventional tool. You don't find this in like traditional strength and conditioning settings, but since I've had them in my gym over the last year and a half, I have used them a ton. They get touched every single day at our gym. Another unconventional training method that I kind of throw at my clients and my athletes is rucking. If you guys want to learn more about how I do that, there's a video that I have called Rucking for Athletes that I would highly recommend. But that's going to wrap up today's video. As always, train hard, live full, and I'll see you in the next video.